Hi everyone, it's me again, DKO Collector, and I'm here today to do another review of another Nendoroid bootleg version. This time it's Rengoku from Demon Slayer, and I'm pretty actually surprised that they already came out with a bootleg version of this, as they just released the authentic version release, I believe, just last year of 2021. So I'm excited to see the quality and the details for this Nendoroid bootleg version, and let's check on what's included in the box. Okay, here's the box for the bootleg version of Rengoku. And again, before anything else, I just want to say that I don't promote any bootleg, knockoff, or fakes. Basically, this video is for those people who are interested in picking up one or interested in seeing the details and curious to see how it looks like, what's in the box, and all of that stuff. So, yeah, let's go and check on the details of the box. So the box, your typical box that are crap or damaged. So it came to me like this. So packaging, there's little to none bubble wrap around here, so it might have been damaged upon shipping. So the box doesn't have the Good Smile company logo, the Demon Slayer logo, the name of the character here, and usually the Nendoroid logo is on the box here. So if you see or ordered something that looks like this and your box is pretty damaged from shipping, it's 100% bootleg version. Okay, here's what's inside the box. So basically, two nichiren blades, the hand that has chopsticks, a lunch box, fire effect, two face plates, the figure itself. So the figure itself comes in a plastic. So since I open it, I already remove it, and some of the parts are inside this plastic as well as the base plate. Okay, so let's check on this figure. So basically, the first time I saw this, I mean, look at it. I was surprised how good it is. Just look how the faceplate and how the head sculpt was made. I mean, remember on my other videos, I mentioned that one of the things that can differentiate from a bootleg to an authentic is how glossy the faceplate is. But look at this faceplate. I mean, it's kind of glossy here. It's just because of my light. But it's kind of matte. It's the texture. If you hold it, it's like the authentic already, as well as the head sculpt, the hair itself. I mean, it's properly done. There's no gaps on it, not that much. Just look at how this is done. I mean, I was really shocked when I see this. I think one of the things that can differentiate is how properly the paint job is made. I mean, if you look closely from afar, you wouldn't really notice it, right? Like just just like this. But when you look at it closely, there are some flaws, like paint flaws. It's not really smoothly done, like this part, as well as some other parts here. As well as the details on his buttons, the belt, his flame boots. It's not really painted properly, you can see. there's some paint chips, and the boots, it's not really properly painted. And one thing I noticed is the cape. The yellow itself, it's kind of bleeding on his cape. Because the authentic one, it's like three colors of layer. Like there's a, after the red flames, there's another yellow uh, level of color here. It's not usually bleeding on the white part of the cape, but you see it's kind of bleeding. It's like gradient, but on the authentic, it's not really gradient at all. And if you can see the flame on his cape, it's not really painted properly. You can see at the end, it's kind of a bit darker. But if you're like looking at it at the far, you wouldn't really notice it, right? Oops, sorry. You see, I'm really surprised how this looks like. Come on. They're really getting good at it, right? Okay. So I have two face plates here. This one, I didn't really like the smiling faceplate. Just look at this. I mean, it's still kind of matte. It's not glossy. But this is really badly made. I probably wouldn't use this. The color itself, it's not good. The paint itself is not properly done. It just looks funny when you put it here. So probably you won't be using that. The eating faceplate, it's kind of good. The paint here, it kind of pale in color. It's not, but it doesn't really look bad at all. I mean, look at how the eyes are painted. And again, it's not glossy. It's just a glare on my camera, but if you look at this, it's not really glossy. It's matte, just like the authentics. Crazy. So it comes like as well with the two lecturing blades, as well as the authentics. Again, what you can see from the bootlegs, it's not properly detailed. The paint is not properly detailed at all. And this one, you cannot really pull this apart. The authentic one, you can pull this apart. So if you're using this blade, you can remove this. But this, it doesn't. Basically, you can't really remove it. Let's look at the hilt. Basically, that was given to Tanjiro when he died. So it's sculpted properly. I mean, it looks like a flame. It's just the paint. The paint, it's not really good. As well as the paint job here. Paint chips here. There's a paint chip. It's not properly done. And it doesn't have a writing here. Usually a Hashira's blade has like there's something written here. I forgot what's written, but yeah. Next is the fire effect. It looks good. I mean, it looks okay for me, right? Won't deal into details on that. The bending leg, lunchbox, as you can see here. It's like a sticker with poorly printed. I'm not sure if this is some food, but I mean, if it's at the hand, it's quite good. So you wouldn't really notice it if it's holding. So later on, we'll check if it can do that pose. And a hand with the chopstick. Again, kinda some flaws here, but afar, it's okay. Also, when you remove the cape, it also has the logo here at the back. But again, it's kind of pale, and the paint job is not that smooth as the authentic version. Alright, so we'll see if we can do some poses from the box. Alright, so next pose, I can properly hold the sword. And again, the arms, it's not really flimsy at all. It's not flimsy. It's properly attached. I mean, some of the bootlegs I've experienced that kind of flimsy and it detaches really easily, but this one, it's not. There, as mentioned, the real only problem that I had was I can't attach it to the base plate. It's missing some parts, or I'm not sure if it's something that is only happening to this figure that I have. So basically I just put him here, but he can properly hold the sword or the naturing blade. Alright, moving to the next pose. Alright, next pose is with the fire effect. So I'm impressed that I was able to hold the fire effect. I mean, as mentioned, most of the bootlegs has flimsy elbows or joints. But this one, as you can see, it's not falling off. The only real problem with this pose is that there's too much of a gap. Rengoku should be holding his sword with his both hands, but this one, it's kind of far away. But still looks pretty cool. And I forgot that you should use this faceplate with this pose. But again, I didn't like how it was painted. Looks just really funny. But another look at it, it was able to hold the fire effect properly. Okay, next pose is this one. Looks okay. I mean, the arms attach properly. There's really not that much of a gap. The cheering blade also sticks properly. So yeah, I'm quite impressed on this. For the next pose, we're trying to actually do this type of pose, and as you can see, here it is. Did my best to basically try to recreate that pose, but our problem again is with those hands. It just doesn't quite sit properly as like that one. It has a few gaps on it, like the other post a while ago. So it's kind of weird on what he's trying to do here. I'm not sure if he's scaring me or whatever. So probably for me, when displaying this on my shelves, probably just gonna use this post, eating post, or this one, and I believe the one that's holding the sword. This one. So pretty much good for a bootleg version. We were able to do like 30 poses. And for me, overall, this is really kind of great bootleg version for Nendoroid. I mean, look at the details. I love how the spikes on his hair was done. Even this is a bootleg version. The paint job from afar is actually kind of good. So yeah, overall, it's a good one.
I think the girls with their nails done now.